Good morning to all.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning. So, in the previous lab session, we discussed about introduction of your reverse engineering. Then we discussed about forward engineering. What are the different tasks you need to carry out in this particular subject? How your Viva and term work will be evaluated. So, all the discussion we already did. Then I explained to you regarding task 1, where you need to identify 4 different case studies. Out of that, one must be from our domain, and other 3 you can take it from other domain also. So one task that I already assigned to you, that you need to form a group and you need to write it down the case study title. But as I can see the sheet of all 3 class like TC1, then TD1, TD2, and then after TP1, TO1, B batch students. So as I can see the sheet, there is no entry in that. So what is the reason behind it? What confusion you have, why you didn't write any data, or maybe you forgot to just write it down your data. So I'm giving you 5 minutes, just write it down the information regarding your group, okay, that you already formed, and then after write at least 2 case study title I told you to identify it. Okay, so I'm giving you 5 minutes. Fine. And meanwhile, the students who are joining through mobile, kindly just join through laptop, because today we are going ahead with the demo of the reverse engineering tools. Okay, that is your second task. So as I can see the sheet, there is no case study title is there. So how we go ahead with the discussion of it? So I can assume that that we will do in the from the next lab itself. If you already identify your title, then discuss it with me in this lab itself. Okay, so I'm giving you 5 minutes. Everybody write your group details and your title. If you don't identify your title, that's fine, but at least write your group details also, so that I can identify like these people already formed the group. And identifying in case study, if you have any doubts, you can raise your doubt. Okay, today I'm going ahead with the, no, it's fine, Kandar, you can just perform it standalone also, that's fine. It's not compulsory that you need to form a group, but still if you are just performing alone, then also you just write it down your name in the sheet, because when we go ahead with the presentation based on the sheet, I will go ahead with your entire presentation, that's why. Maximum 3, Rahul. Maximum 3 person are allowed in your group, and it should be from the same class and same batch. Like B batch students can form a group within B batch. Yes, I'm opening the sheets also, so that I have idea like how many people are entering the data. Okay. Quickly write your name. Dara, I already shared one sheet with all of you. How many of you didn't get it? Dara, just write it down your class. So I can share it. Okay, just a second. Can share it again. So maybe if any confusions are there, we can avoid it. Okay, from TD1, TD2 class, I'm sharing it. again so that if any confusions are there, we can solve it out. Make sure TD1 and TD2 students, as per your batch, you need to write the data, okay? Because in your class, I just create one sheet batch wise. Ahmad, I'm just sending you, just wait for some time, okay? Dhara and Ahmad, just wait.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes,
Ma'am, I have a question.
yes, go ahead.
Ma'am, what are we supposed to do in the case studies? Like, do we have to explain how the thing works, or do we have to solve a specific problem?
Okay, that steps I'm telling you, like in case study, what you need to write it down. Okay, that steps I'm telling you. But if you just form the group, then just write the group details. After like 2-3 minutes, I'm explaining to you how. If you are making your own case study, I just provide you one platform that you can make your own case study, right? So how you will create this case study, I will let you know. Okay, I'm just telling you the steps, what you need to write it down. Okay, just wait.
Excuse me, ma'am. Should I write the group members in their tab?
Uh, TD1, TD1 and TD2 student, just wait. I'm just sharing the sheet with you.
Hello, ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, do we have to make groups lab-wise or we can make from...
Lab wise.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Yes, now check. TD2 students, check. Make sure you just enter your data in B batch. Okay, there is A and B, two different separate sheets are there. So you need to just go ahead with the B batch. Now anyone remaining to receive this mail? Anyone from TC1 and TP1, TO1? Anyone? Okay, now I'm discussing with you like how you can make your case study where reverse engineering is applied. Okay, because regarding demo part, generally we will use the reverse engineering tools where you need to just show me the demo. I will also show you the demo how reverse engineering tools you need to apply. And when you create the report, at that time you need to write the steps with the screenshot. Okay, but that is your second task. Now regarding first task, I'm sharing my screen, just a second. I hope everybody with me now. Yes or no? Or you are just writing the group details? Should I need to wait for some time?
Hello, ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, later on, can we change the topic, ma'am, if we come up with better topic?
Like you have only 1 week time span, like from today to the next Monday. You have a 1 week time span. In that time span, you can change it, but after next Monday, you cannot change it because after that, we will start your presentation and discussion on report and your case study.
Okay, ma'am.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes.
So we have 1 week to submit our case study.
4
1 week,
different
right?
case study. No,
Yes,
no, there is no 1 week. Like your deadline is 15th July. Okay, can you
15th
share?
July.
Yes, can you just share? My screen is visible to you.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so in your report submission, you need to go ahead with the 4 case study and 2 tools, RE tools, that is the reverse engineering tools I'm writing here. These 2 things will make your entire report, okay? 4 different case study and 2 RE tools. Now, all these things you need to submit on or before 15th July. regarding Viva, and if some student miss particular this deadline, so you have a time to submit both the things on or before 31st July. After 31st July, it will not be allowed. Now, okay, regarding deadline, is there any doubt? Just pass this information to other students also who are not present from the international batch, okay?
Ma'am,
Yes.
what kind of case study are we supposed to select?
You can refer the previous video also, and in this video also I will tell you what kind of case studies you need to carry out. Even in previous video or in previous lab I explained to that, so you can refer that video also, okay? And even in this lab I will show you the steps you need to carry it out to prepare your entire case study. Fine?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Dhara, regarding in the sheet, I just provide one example. Like this way, you can just identify the different 4 case study. Okay, so you need to just take any area. Okay, any area you can take, like either the automobile, okay, either any civil or any electrical, because in electrical device also this reverse engineering is applied, okay, and other from that a computer related domain you can choose. So out of this 4 case study, now I don't want to repeat again and again, so remember clearly, out of this 4 case study, 1 should be from our domain and other 3 you can take it from any other domain. Okay, not on this particular, but any product you can take and you can go ahead with the applying the reverse engineering on that. Okay, so in the sheet I just put example, like you can just go ahead with applying reverse engineering in the operating system also. You can go ahead with the applying reverse engineering in car, because nowadays whatever the car and bikes are there, definitely they are applying reverse engineering and they are just going ahead with the more and more creative and innovative designs. Okay, so 1 case study must be from our domain, that either you can apply case study on cyber security, either you can apply it for hacking purpose, but in hacking part we will do in your reverse engineering tools. Okay, so you just save this particular topic there. Okay, different tools are there, so you can apply any tools and just go ahead with cracking the password or just go ahead with the entering in the system. Okay, so that you can just save it for the tools part, but if you don't find anything regarding this domain, then it's fine, you can take it. Apart from that, like devices, whatever the mouse and keyboard right now coming, whatever the other technologies are coming, they are using the reverse engineering, applying reverse engineering, right? So you can take device-wise case studies also, not only the software kind of case study. You can apply reverse engineering in your already existing website also that you already created in your previous semester. No dear, all the 4 case study not from our department. Total 4. Out of 4, 1 must be from our department. Are you getting, Divyajit? Okay. Now, is there any doubt?
Ma'am, just want to ask a question. So the presentation will be for 15 to 15 July, right?
If you are ready to give your presentation in next lab, I am taking that from the next lab itself. I don't have any issues regarding that, but we need to complete this subject on or before 31st July. So if you are ready in your next next lab itself or next to next lab, that's fine. You give your presentation, you will take or get the Viva marks. So as soon as you submit it, you will get the marks for that. Afterwards, you don't have to worry about this subject.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, now regarding the case study, basically 1 case study that, or maybe the other case study you are taking from other domain, okay, and steps are somewhat different, and case study that you are taking for software domain, like you take like website or this. So steps are somewhat different. What you will do, there is 2 approaches there, okay, to find out the case study. The first approach is you can take a ready-made case study that is already there in your Google. When you search it, you will find a lot of, but that is very common. Most of the students are doing this one because they don't have to work or just write the information regarding different product. Okay. Another approach is, as I already provide you a platform that is a Kickstarter. Okay. Now you can go to this particular website. Here, you need to choose a project where existing product is available. If you are choosing the product like mask, then existing N95 mask is available. So what you will write here, I already give this example. Okay, so I'm taking another example. That is, just a second, I'm just sharing my whole screen. So when I switch from one to another window, you can see it properly. Okay. Now, when you use this particular platform, what happened? You need to choose and select a project which is already existing, like bag. If you're taking the bag, so it's already existing. But what difference is there in this bag? So basically, when you go for hiking, you have a very fond of going for the hiking and trekking purpose. So when you observe this thing, so when you go for the trekking, there are very less arrangement for garbage collection is there. Okay, the people just spread the whatever the trash are there, they are just throwing somewhere, and that way it will spoil the beauty of the mountains. Nowadays, this particular challenge are faced by everywhere. Okay, so what these people will do, they make one bag. In this bag, 3 parts are there. How it differs from the normal bag? So in this bag, 3 different parts are there. One section for your necessity foods and all products, you can put it. In second section, you go ahead with the liquid part. And in third section, you can collect the trash. Okay. Basically, when you just go for any trekking where you require consuming of the food, after that you will throw the packets. No, all the packets you need to just store it in your third section, and wherever the dustbins are there. Generally what happens, like in mountains, after some kilometers you will gather the dustbins. So whenever the dustbins are there, you can just empty this bag. Wherever whatever the trash you collected, you just empty those trash onto the dustbin. So these kind of situations are there. Okay, so you can make the case study like this. What you will write it down here. So first, like if whenever the product-based case study you will take, what you need to write it down and how you can make your own case study. So first of all, in reverse engineering, what we need to do, first we need to analyze the existing product. Yes or no? Okay, like in the last lab session, we discussed this part. We need to analyze the existing product. Yes or no? Agree? What about others?
Yes, ma'am. Agree.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Okay. So when you take the case study, like some student take the case study of nail cutter, या फिर car, or maybe any product like bag related or mask related case study you will take. At that time, what you need to write it down. So when you analyze the existing product, at that time you need to write it down about the working principle. Wherever if you just take the car, then you need to write it down working principle. Apart from that, material used. So if you just go ahead with the mask or any bag related case study, material used in that. Okay, so that details you need to provide, and you are collecting the information from the existing product by just analyzing, by de-assembling that. Okay, when you wear the mask, whatever the mask you are wearing, and that layers are there. So when you disassemble it, when you separate this layer, you get to know each and every material used in each and every layer. Okay, so first of all, you need to analyze your existing product. Now next, what you need to write it down, you need to write it down the challenges or issues this particular existing product have. Okay, you need to write it down, challenges and issues raised by existing product. Okay, so when you see the reverse engineering process, see the steps. This is the reverse engineering process. First of all, what we are doing, so in this part, first of all, we collect the information. Then after we examine information, if I'm taking the example of masks, so what you will do here, in the mask, you will check it out, what kind of materials are there, and this material is suitable for my skin or not. Those kind of examine you will do whenever you gather the information regarding your existing product. Then after extracting the structure, so if you take the product, you are extracting the design of your mask. Like, is there any improvement required to change the design? Okay, so extracting the structure. These things are also applicable to the software also. Then after we will record the functionality. What is the functionality of your products are there? If we take the car, then functionality of the car and features, you will record it. You will store it somewhere. Generally, these steps are for the software. But if you just go ahead with this product or hardware or any device type, then you can omit this fifth step, or you can skip this fifth step, that is recording data flow. Data flow means when you go ahead with the software, you need to write it down where your data is stored. Okay. Can anyone tell me, when you do the sign up, at the time your data is stored or fetch?
Store.
Okay.
Store.
Store. Fine. When you do the registration or the sign up, at the time your data is stored somewhere in the database. Okay. But when you do the login at that time,
Fetch.
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 Fine. So that is called your data flow. Data flow means even in the next semester, you will learn this diagram that is called the data flow diagram, where you need to deal where your data is stored, from which table your data is fetched. Like, you already learned the DBMS, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So whatever the data handling part is there, you need to record it, because you need to improve this particular software. This is called a software-based reverse engineering steps. Then after recording of the control flow. Control flow means, if I'm taking the example, so basically right now in every website we have a different panel, like admin panel, normal user panel. Then after, if managers are there, manager panel are there, and any other super users are there, then super user panel are there. Okay, so how your data will flow from admin, once your admin is accepting the request, at that time it is immediately reflect to the user panel. So how your control is flow from one panel to another, that is called the control flow. Okay, so when you deal with the website or software kind of thing, at that time you need to record the control flow also. From that, we will review the entire extracted design. Okay, from this steps, we get to know my data is flow from one to this page, from second page to third page, or whatever it's stored. So you will get the entire look of the design for your software. And after that, you need to generate the documentation, whatever the steps and information you gathered. So this is called the reverse engineering steps. Now here we are applying both reverse engineering as well as forward engineering. What we are doing, as you can see here, we are analyzing the existing product, whatever the challenges and issues raised by our existing product, that we are writing. So here your reverse engineering steps are completed. But if you are writing only these things, then it is not fruitful to you. It will not help you, because in companies, whenever you apply the reverse engineering, definitely forward engineering will be there. So after this, what you will write here, your refined requirements. That means regarding whatever the issues and challenges are there, how you will solve it. So definitely your functionality and features will be changed. Okay. So whatever the refinement in your requirements are there for your new product or the improved product, you need to write it down about that. And everywhere just put the images. Okay. In this part also you need to put the images. And here also after this, you need to just put the images of your improved version or the product. Okay, and in that you need to provide which material you used so that this product is improved. Okay, and the actual working principle of this improved product. Okay, if both the things are same, then you can omit this working principle part. And last, you need to write it down about the benefits of improved product or version. So this way, you can write your own case study that is based on product. Is there any doubts? If you are using the Kickstarter, then take any existing product kind of case study. You just select the project which have an existing product, like bag, like mask. Then after you go ahead with the latest operating system, then older operating system is also there. You go ahead with the virtual reality, then again, whatever the different domains and technologies right now that are there, how it will differ, and that way you can apply the reverse engineering. So basically, these are the steps you are applying. Now, any doubts up to here? What you need to write it down in your report for case study which have a product based. We can call it this one as a product based or device based. Think about it and tell me.
Ma'am, excuse me.
Yes.
Ma'am, like in the fourth step, we have to put the images of our improved version. So
Yes,
like
yes.
if we, ma'am, like if we choose the topic of that bag, and how do we make a prototype of that improved version? Like how we can put the
Yes, if you are using the Kickstarter, then definitely this is your image. This one is the improved version. In normal bag, we don't have this kind of zip. Okay, I just forgot to tell you this one. Like how you just empty this bag. So how they improve this design? So they just put here the zip. You need to just unzip it, and all the garbage will be just inserted into the dustbin. So this one is the improved version. And if you take the normal bag, so you just find the images for that and material used and all the details, you will find it easily. And the improved version are here with the images, with the working principle, and what are the actual risks is there, how it will affect the environmentally, what are the challenges for that. So you just need to read. If you are using this, that's why I'm telling and suggesting you that you can use this platform. So for the improved version, you will find all the material, working principle, and the images for that, and benefits also you will find from that platform itself. And regarding existing, you can find it easily, bag related. It's not big deal to go ahead and analyze the bag or any existing product. So is there any doubt now?
No, ma'am, no doubts.
Okay. Okay, so tell me up to here. Yes?
So the report should be in PPT slide.
In? Can you
The
repeat?
case study, can we make, are we making it in a PPT form?
Okay, for Viva, you need to go ahead with preparing the PPT, and for the term work, you need to prepare the report. So just check your classroom. In classroom, I already uploaded this report format. Okay?
Okay. Okay,
So
ma'am.
you can just write your case study in the report. And like in report, you need to go in detail way, but in PPT, it's your convenience because you need to explain it. So if you only add the images, that is also fine. But in that case, you need to explain more and more this things, and you need to remember more things. So,
So
like,
in the report, does it require images too?
in both the cases, images are required. In presentation also and in report also.
Well, can we keep one PPT for the both of them and then use either of them for Viva?
Can you repeat because there are lots of background noise?
Can we keep like one PPT for the both for Viva and the report to enable us use one PPT to give the Viva?
Dear, PPT has a different task and report has a different task. You cannot consider and just only submit one thing. PPT is all about summarization and report is all about the detailed thing. So in PPT, you need to just write 1 or 2 lines. Very misconceptions are there, even in 7th semester student. They just write a paragraphs in their PPT. No, in PPT, only the points are there. But in report, you need to explain that points and you need to give detailed information in your report. But everything you cannot include in the PPT. Only the point-wise summary you need to include and other things you need to explain. Okay, so in PPT, summarized version of your case studies are there, and in report, a detailed version of your case studies are there. And why we are preparing PPT? Because you need to give the presentation, right? You need to explain it. So how we will explain it? So using report, we will never present anything. Like majority of students do this thing. So don't do this anywhere, because this is not a professional way. Generally, for presentation, always we require PPT. So that's why we need to prepare the PPT. And for a report, go ahead with the detailed part and detailed explanation of your product, how reverse engineering is applied there. And in PPT, just summarize the things and put the images. Is it clear? Dear, okay, Dara, in one report, all the 4 case study as well as the demo of your 2 tools, all the things you need to combine and that make your report. Even in the previous lab, I just told this part. When you complete your 4 case study plus your demonstration or step-by-step demo of your 2 tools explanation, combine all the pages and this is called your report. Okay, so don't go ahead with the individual case study wise report. All the 4 case study and 2 tools, you need to include it in one report itself. Okay, any other doubts? If you have,
Ma'am?
then just raise.
Ma'am, can I do the PPT in a group also?
How you can go for it, beta? Online tools are there. You can use that Prezi and all. LaTeX are also there, or use the PowerPoint.
No, Ma'am. I ask about if I can do the our PPT by a group, the same group in report.
I cannot understand what you are asking.
I'm asking if I can do the presentation in a group, like two students in the same class. You understand me?
You are saying that whenever you give the presentation, can you give it group-wise or not? Is your question?
No, just I ask about if I can do it with my group, like make it at the group.
Yes, so presentation you can do it group-wise. I will ask 2 case study that you need to explain by yourself and other 2 that is explained by other team member. Okay, so presentation are always group-wise.
Okay.
If you make the group, then group-wise presentation are there, not individual. Okay?
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Okay, so this is the discussion about product-based, another domain if you are taking. Now, what you will do when you reverse engineer any website, so basically you need to examine your code for existing website or existing software. Sorry. Or take example of application also. Okay. Out of this, you will extract the features by looking to the code. You get to know what are the features and functionality of existing website. Okay, so just write it down about that part. Then after, whatever the existing functionalities are there, so what are the drawbacks of it? What are the drawbacks of existing website, software, or application? Okay. Then after, what things you need to improve it? That means refinement of your requirement. Like what functionalities you need to improve. So added functionalities or improved functionalities. Like functionality is already there, but now you need to improve it. Okay, so some students want this kind of case study also. That's why I'm writing here. And then after, just attach the screenshot of your improved version. Like if you are making the website and improving it, so first take the screenshot of the existing website, and then after you need to go ahead with the putting the images of your existing, and then after go ahead with the improved version of your website. And when you just launch it, then what kind of benefits users have. Okay, so when you go ahead with this particular software-based case study, you have to go ahead with some other information. So you can take the screenshot of this. These are two approaches. Okay, either go ahead with the direct ready-made case study or use the Kickstarter platform. So I'm just pasting these things here also. But I will paste it afterwards. So just copy it and just store it somewhere. But take the
Excuse
screenshot
me,
of
ma'am.
this. Yes.
Hello, ma'am.
Yes. Go
Ma'am,
ahead.
in the other domain, yes, ma'am. In the other domain, product based, do we have to make a prototype, ma'am? Like, there's only benefit
If
of
you
the version
if you
that's mentioned.
if you are taking this platform, then you will get the improved version prototype. Otherwise, if it is not there here, then you need to make the design of that particular product. Okay.
Okay, well, just
That's why I'm
design
saying
or
that it's fine, design, not only working product. If you are just creating working product, then it's your 7th semester project. That's fine.
oh,
So basically the goal of this particular subject is you need to examine the existing system and how reverse engineering is applied, what are the tools you can apply, and wherever in companies it is needed, you can easily apply that. Okay, so if you know this concept, you can apply reverse engineering in your companies. The main goal is to understand the concept. Okay, now tell me, any doubts up to here? Raise your doubts, because when you come in next lab, I will discuss one-on-one with you the case studies, okay? And at that time, I will not allow any excuse. So it is compulsory to explain and give the overview of your case study. And from next to next lab, we will start the presentation. So tell me right now, any doubts?
Ma'am,
Yes.
ma'am, what changes means the same points we have to write in PPT also? Like, is there any changes in PPT?
No, in PPT, I'm giving you flexibility because it's only for like your reference, not my reference. So if you are showing me image, you need to explain the case study, right? So how you will explain it, that thing you need to put in your PPT. So there is no structure and format for PPT. I'm giving flexibility in that part. But when you use the PPT, at that time, it's easy for you to explain it. That's why I'm saying that put some images so everybody can understand your case study. Are you understanding this part? So there is no format for PPT. For report, whatever the format is there, I already uploaded in the classroom. So you can refer your classroom. Now, any doubts?
Ma'am,
Yes.
ma'am, is it okay if I prefer to do it alone instead of a group?
I already told these things many times. If you cannot form the group, you can do it individually. Okay, so don't ask everybody again same questions. You can refer the previous videos also. I already give same instruction to everybody. And again, I repeat it in the starting of this lab that you can perform it individually if you cannot make the or form the group. And you can use these two approaches, and these are the steps for it. Now your task is you need to find out 4 different case study and make sure in your batch it should all the 4 case studies should not be same as it is with the other group. So first also approach will be allowed or apply here. Okay, now is there any doubt regarding task 1? What you need to do in task 1? Any doubts? Whatever doubts you have, just ask, because from next lab we will start the discussion one-on-one with each group. And when you select your case study, it's always allowed, but make sure you are very clear on how your reverse engineering is applied. Like I already provide the steps, this is called the reverse engineering steps. But if you find out this kind of materials details and principles details, then go for that case study. It is right, fine. So you can select that. So I'm just closing this task 1 here. Now we are going ahead with the task 2. Where you need to go ahead with the 2 different reverse engineering tools. So anyone have any idea about reverse engineering tools? Lots of tools are not there. Okay, so we cannot go ahead with the every demo. I will give you some 1 or 2 tools demo, and that way you can go ahead with the others. Now 2 different tools demo you need to give, okay, whenever presentation is there. So one, you can take it from my tools, like whatever I am explaining to you, that same demo you can give me. But regarding another tool, it should be different from my tools. Okay. So one, if I'm telling you, basically you need to go ahead with the only one tool that you need to explore it. Just a second. Okay, now lots of different tools are there. Can anyone tell me, like if you have one exe file or executable file, how you will do here the reverse engineering? Because if you have only the exe file, it's fine, like everybody get the exe file, it's not a big deal. But if you have this exe file, then how we will extract and disassemble all this part? Have you performed any time before this? Do you have any idea? Okay, anyone try hacking or cracking the password? Yes or no? Be interactive, students. Don't sit ideally. No? Okay, what about others? TP1 from TP1, TO1, anyone? Okay, then it's quite good. Yes, good, very good, Rishabh. Generally, disassembler is required, decompiler is required, like based on your approach, based on your languages. Where
we can use a debugger too.
Yes, debugger is also there. Like based on your, as I already told you, based on your platform, you need to go ahead with the different tools. Hassan, okay, Hassan, but just write your enrollment number, and any one of your friends just remind me at the time of attendance. Okay, so whenever you go ahead with any executable file, first task is required is how you will disassemble it, or how you will decompile it, or how you just see that code that is there in your exe file. That is the biggest task. Okay, so for that we have a tools where it will decompile it, and you can see all the details in that. Now the issues are there. The code is already decompiled, but whenever I just tried different tools, some of the tools I'm facing that I cannot edit it. Okay, I cannot edit that code. Again, for that kind of thing, you require some plugins or add-ons. Okay, so that way when you perform any hacking part, you required and to explore many tools, not only one is required, because that is totally depending on the layers of security is there in that software. Based on the layers on security, like if you just crack the first layer, then go ahead with the second layer. Okay, and if it is too strong, you require another tools also. So first you need to just go ahead with the analysis of your entire security part in your software. Okay, what are the loopholes are there you need to identify, and then after you need to examine your code, and then you need to do the modification in that. Okay, so in every software, it is not compulsory they are going ahead with a very strong password. Okay, how many of you have a laptop? I told you that you need to just switch on the laptop. Today we are going ahead with only the strings tools. It will only take 10 minutes, not it will go ahead with the too long. Then after, in the next lab, we go ahead with the another different two tools. Okay, so how many of you have a laptop? You are operating laptop right now or joined through the laptop? How many of you?
I am on laptop, but it is very slow. It is an old laptop.
No, that it's not take too much time. My laptop is same as it is, so don't worry about it. Okay, so I'm just pasting one link here. Okay. See, when you prepare the report, whatever the steps you are following, just you need to write it down the steps. Okay, like our first step is right now what we are doing. Our first step is we are downloading the entire application. This is a very simple or sample application, and it is locked. Okay, we need to just find out the password, or we need to just crack it. Okay, so very basic sample code is given to you, and it is based on the .NET platform. So everybody go to this particular link and download the zip file. I'm just sharing the screen. Whatever the students who have this particular laptop, share. Okay, screen is visible to you. Okay, if I'm going in this part, your first step is you need to download this sample code. Okay?
Ma'am, your screen is not visible.
And just take the time, it will take the time. Can I share it again? Okay, I'll just share it again. And the students who are performing this, make sure from next lab compulsory come up with a laptop. Otherwise, you will not get any idea like what things you need to do. Fine. Now my screen is visible to you.
It's showing you presenting, but it's a black screen.
Oh, just a second. Now?
Yes, ma'am, it's visible now.
Okay, thank you. So basically, this is we are just performing your task 2, because task 1 related discussion we will do when you just decide your title. Okay, in the next lab. So we are performing here one tool. I'm giving one demo for that. So you need to download the zip file for this. Okay, go for the download zip, and when you just download it, just a second.
Ma'am?
So this kind of folder you will see. Yes.
Ma'am, I need to go for some. Can I leave?
What you need to do?
I need to go for taking vaccine, COVID vaccine.
Okay, write your enrollment number. Is there any other students who want to go for the vaccine? Then just write it down your enrollment number and leave. Okay, because whatever the explanation I'm giving you, in between, I need to just stop it. Okay, so write it down, your enrollment number, and then you can leave.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. So once you download the zip file and extract it, you will find this kind of folder. Yes or no? Everybody got it? This folder? In
Yes, ma'am.
between, what is this? Okay. Now go to this particular folder, and here you will find another folder that is a My App. If you are lag behind, just tell me. Now, again, just go to that folder. Again, My App will be there. And you will, this is one kind of .NET project. So you can open it in Visual Studio and Visual Studio Code. You will find the code here. So that's fine. But what we are doing, if you have only exe file, right now we have an entire code, but if you have only exe file, generally when you hack it, you only have an exe file or apk file, right? So what you will do, so we are finding that exe file, this is a folder structure, go to the bin and reverse. So this particular exe file is there. Now what you can do, just copy this file, everybody. If you lag behind, then tell me. Just go to this part and myapp.exe is there. Just copy it and make one folder in your desktop, because we cannot traverse to this entire part because we need to just go ahead with the command prompt. Okay, so just make here one folder. And just paste this particular myapp.exe. Clear? Is there any doubt up to here?
Ma'am, can you please repeat the step?
Okay. What we need to extract, generally one exe file is given to you. How it is look like that I'm showing to you. When you open it, it's one kind of one screen where you need to enter the password, and based on the right password, you can go to the another part. Okay, so just wait, I'm opening this. So why we extracted this exe file? Generally, you always have an exe file, and from this exe file, you need to unlock it. So you can find this kind of thing. So where you will find this myapp.exe file, so whatever the thing you downloaded from the link given to you, whatever you downloaded, see my path here. Just go to the extracted folder. Again, you will find this folder. Again, my app, bin, and release. Inside that you will find this exe file. So this is the path for it. Just traverse it.
Ma'am, when I open the exe file, it is opening Firefox. It is not doing anything else.
Just maybe you open it in Firefox. That's fine. Okay.
Oh, the Firefox is loading and nothing else is happening.
Just present your screen.
Okay. You'd have to wait a second. This computer is a little old.
And ma'am, my window is preventing me from accessing it.
One by one, just a second. Whenever I'm just solving any one student, at that time just post somewhere. Yes, Rishi, your screen is
Is it visible? Okay.
Yes.
It is opening Firefox.
Just go to that folder that you downloaded.
Yes, ma'am.
From this, just open it.
The same thing is happening.
Just wait for some time, because in my system also it's taking time. Or which is your system?
Ma'am, mine is a Linux.
Okay. For that, I will provide you another code, because it is
Okay.
for Windows. That's why. You can
Okay,
take any
because
other code.
ma'am, because my primary machine is like it is gone for repair, so it might come tomorrow. So that is why I'm using this secondary device as my backup.
Yes, yes. One instruction that I forgot to tell you, it's for Windows. Okay, so just go for it. The students who have a Windows, they can easily do this practical. Because in companies we are using mostly this one, and for Ubuntu also we have a like codes and tools are there, so you can explore it. That's fine. Download it and open the link or not. Okay, so like most of the students right now don't have a laptop. So what we can do, this particular task we will carry it out and all the tools we will apply into the next lab, because already time is there. So we will apply every tools in this particular application. So make sure whatever the link is provided to you in the chat box, you just download it when you come into the next lab. Okay, and it's for Windows. For Ubuntu, you can go ahead with the different other tools. Different codes are available. You can go for it. That's fine. Okay. Kirtan, that we need to crack it. So we don't know as of now. We will see what kind of passwords are there. Just apply some permutation and combination, you will find it. If you open this file in Windows like Visual Studio and or Visual Studio Code, you will find this password also. Just go for the examining of the information or code there. It's fine, because this is not entire application. That's right. It's for only a demo purpose. Okay, so make sure when you come in next lab, you just download this code and afterwards we will apply the different tools. Is it fine? Is there any doubt regarding task 1? We complete this task 1 here. So just start preparing case studies for that, and I am expecting everybody to write your group details and your case study titles in the sheet itself. Okay, I will see the sheet regularly. So it's like continuous evolutions are there. Okay. Okay, then we just stop here. I'm taking the attendance. I'm taking the TC1B batch. Make sure you write it down in the chat box when I speak your enrollment number. Okay, 3024 Rahul. 3025 25 Kuldeep. 26 Kevin. 27 Yash. 28 Divyansh. 29 Divyansh is not there. 29 Tarun, absent. Okay, Divyansh and Tarun. Yuvraj, Yojit, Sandar, Chintan, Pins, Bharat. Yes, Yojit, I already marked your present. 37, not there. Dharmesh, absent. Nilesh,
Yes, ma'am.
Hitansh, Aziz, Milan, Anjali, Prachi, Ardish, Swati, Aditya, Shyam. Aditya and Shyam is not there. Vedant, Kirtan, Kushal, and Neil. Okay. Anyone remaining from TC1 class? Neil, I already marked you present. Fine. Okay, thank you, TC1 student. You can leave. Now it's time for TP1 TO1 B batch. Enrollment number 3, Divyajit. Darshan. Enrollment number 8. 10. Again Darshan. 12. Udayraj. Not that. Rishabh. Enrollment number 15, Ivanshi. 17.
Present, ma'am.
Okay, 18. Harshvardhan. Okay. Vijay, 19. Deep, 20. Okay. 22. 24. 23. Ranju. Okay. 25. 25 not there. 26. Maharana not there. 27. Tanmay. 28. Vignesh. 29. Raj. Okay. 31. Dhruvi. 32. Naitik. 33. Dharmik. 46. 47. 56. 59. 60. 61. 62. 61 is there. 60 is there. 62 is there. Okay. 63. 64. 65. And 67. Okay. Anyone remaining from TP1, PO1? Okay. 63. 67. I already marked you present. Fine. Okay. Thank you. TP1, PO1 student, you can leave. Have a nice day. Now it's time for TD2 students. Enrollment number 12.
Yes, ma'am.
17. Lena. Not there. 18. Hassan. Not there. 20. 21.
Yes, ma'am.
22. Tawfiq.
Hassan Rahman, I go to take application.
Next. Okay. 23.
Yes, ma'am, I'm here.
Okay. 24. Muhammad Dala. 25. Ibrahim.
Yes, ma'am. 25.
Okay. 26. Okay. 27. Ifayan. Not there. Okay. 28. 31. 33. 34. Not there. 36. 37. 38. 39. 40.
38, ma'am.
40. Is there?
38.
It's just wait for some time. 41. 42. 43. 44. 45. 46. Sorry, 47. Ali. Not there. 48, Hussein. Okay, 49,
Haidar.
Either. Okay.
49. Hussein.
Okay, 49. 50, 50, 51, 52. Okay, 52 is there. 53.
Yes, ma'am, I'm here. 53.
Okay, 54.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, 55. Ahmad Yusuf, not there. 56,
Yes, ma'am.
57. Ibrahim, not there. 58, 59, 60, 61, sorry, 61. Okay, 61 is there. 62, not there. 63, Muhammad Al-Satri, not there. And 64. Okay, anyone remaining for the attendance from PB2 class?
Mom,
Write your
TB2
enrollment
30,
number.
38.
38. Okay, you are already marked present. Anyone other remaining? Okay, thank you, students. 36. I already marked you present, Maya. Thank you, students. You can leave the meeting. Have a nice day.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay.